Toronto's Afrobeat scene is powered by people who don't just follow the rhythm, they redefine it. Among them, DJ Havil stands out as someone who has quietly stacked influence, stage by stage, set by set, until his name has become part of the narrative of Afrobeats in the city. From the first beat of his mixes on SoundCloud to headlining rooms downtown, DJ Havil's rise reminds us of what happens when talent meets consistency. People first heard him through his mixes. Afrobeat Mix 2, Afrolamba 2 with DJ T, these were not just playlists. They were statements. Even then, you could sense he wasn't trying to just replicate what everyone else was doing. The transitions, the track selection, the energy, they had a signature touch that pulled listeners in. As Toronto's Afrobeats crowd matured, so did his platform. He started getting booked, first at smaller events, then bigger ones. One moment that marked that turning point was when he was listed on the lineup for Afrofeet, a show that mixes Afrobeats and soca and pulls people from all over the city. When your name is on a bill like that, with people expecting you to deliver, that's when you know you've arrived in people's minds. At these shows, DJ Havil doesn't just play music, he conducts energy. You'll notice in his sets how he builds up, easing in, letting the crowd settle, dropping familiar tracks just when you begin to feel comfortable, and then surprising you with a switch, pulling something fresh or vibey. He understands what the crowd expects, but also what they need. What makes his presence so strong in Toronto is his adaptability. He spins in clubs, festivals, outdoor spaces, day parties, after parties, everything in between. He plays for the Afrobeats faithful, but also for people new to the sound who come curious. That's not always easy. Different venues demand different energy. Sound quality, audience expectations, they all vary. But DJ Havil seems to navigate that with confidence. Another dimension of his rise is visibility. He's built up credibility not just through live shows, but through online presence. Those mixes on SoundCloud laid the foundation. They let people from downtown to Scarborough hear his craft even when he wasn't physically there. That kind of presence matters. In a city like Toronto, where competition is steep and attention is divided, being able to reach fans digitally is no less important than killing it on stage. At the same time, his appearances at landmark events like Afrofest give him opportunities not just to showcase skill, but to be a part of culture-defining moments. Festival stages expose you to bigger crowds, but also to peers. Those stages are where reputation gets cemented. What's interesting about DJ Havil's story is that it hasn't felt forced. I mean, isn't that the sign of someone real? There are no gimmicks. His rise feels earned. From smaller gigs to bigger ones. From SoundCloud tracks to lineups at key festival stages. From rooms where only a few knew his name, to spaces where people come just to hear him spin. Thinking about the bigger picture, DJ Havil's impact is both tangible and symbolic. Tangible in that he draws people out. His nights have sold-out moments. His mixes are shared. He has fans who'll check event flyers just to see if he's on the bill. Symbolic in that he represents the new wave of Canadian Afrobeats talent. He is a bridge, someone carrying influence from the diaspora, nestled in Toronto's mix of cultures, bringing sound, identity, and credibility. Looking ahead, his growth seems poised to continue. As Afrobeats becomes more mainstream here, DJs like Havil will get more chances, more shows, larger venues, more collaborations with artists, maybe even producing original tracks if he hasn't already. His challenge will probably be keeping authenticity as he scales, maintaining that connection to the community even when the crowd gets bigger and the stages get brighter. If you've ever seen DJ Havil live, whether it was early in his career or at a recent lineup, you know the difference. The energy, the flow, the way he drops a record and the floor changes. That's impact. If you like this story, drop a comment with your favorite DJ Havil set, like this video if you respect the craft, and make sure you subscribe so no story like this gets missed.